Boy Scouts of America celebrating their 100 years. I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, it's great. We've had a whole series of events this year, 8 events total, celebrating 100 years of the BSA.
Isn't that fantastic? 100 years old, and you're having a great activity coming up called the Fall Encampment. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, the Fall Encampment will be held September 17th and 18th. It's going to be held at the American West Heritage Center. We're hoping for about 700, maybe 800 boys to come. The theme is to celebrate scouting over the last 100 years. So some of the activities will focus on some of the more traditional, classic scout events, and others will be a little more modern, but it's going to be a fun event.
Isn't that a perfect location to hold it at the American West Heritage Center, because there's some value there with that whole heritage sense that you're going to feel?
Right, and that's kind of what we were looking for. And the American West Heritage Center has been so good to work with. They've given us all their pastures back behind their facilities to set up camp and have our activities. They're actually having some fall kickoff programming going on up on their buildings and up in their regular use areas, but they've been good to accommodate us down in the back. So
well, that's wonderful. So we can go and enjoy the day, and then we're going to look over and see 700-800 boys having a great time and wanting to get involved as well. Tell me some of the activities that they're going to be doing during this encampment.
Okay, Friday night we'll be doing some mostly a lot of fun and games. We'll have a telescope there so we can look at the moon. We'll have a bagpiper come and play taps for us and a couple other songs. We're going to do a minute to win it activity for the boys where they can practice some newly learned scout skills.
I love that. You're putting together some fun things that are going on across the nation, ideas, and then making it fun. So right. See what kind of skill they can get in 5 minutes on that bagpiping and see what they can do.
Right.
Very fun. This will be great. And then you'll have a campfire and, like you say, the astronomy telescopes, things to look at.
That's right. After most of the activities are over and we've had a chance to scope out the moon and that type of thing, we're giving the boys a chance to go back with their units and have a campfire program where they can have their Scoutmaster Minute and talk about the values and the things that are important to the boys and to the BSA.
Well, and that's what Boy Scouts of America is all about, teaching values and just moral things. I mean, I love what it stands for.
It is. That's what the Boy Scouts are all about. The other things are, the activities, they're just a means to get where we need to be so that we can talk about the values and practice the values with the boys.
Very good. And they're going to be actually earning merit badges during this event?
They will be doing some skills that they can use towards merit badges and to their first class advancement. So yeah, that's part of it. Okay,
and then the next day you have some really fun things. This one here, if I can even say it, plutonium portation. I mean, that sounds crazy.
Right, that's one of the games, and we're having a rotation. There'll be 8 games that they'll go to, and the plutonium portation is a game where we have a can of toxic material that could harm millions of people, supposedly, and their objective is to move this into a secure location, but they can only get within a certain distance, say 10 or 15 feet of it, to move it. And so they have to use their scouting skills with ropes and knots and teamwork especially.
And I love that, teamwork. So that's one of the games, and you have just a list of so many fun others, all to basically teach a skill as well as this teamwork.
That's correct. Some of them are, well, they're all fun, but there's one, for example, that is an emergency rescue situation where they have somebody who's been injured and they need to get them out of an unsafe situation, so they need to be able to move them safely to a secure place, and that's just one of the activities where we're working on a skill.
Well, it sounds like such a fun day, and I guess it's 2 days, Friday to Saturday.
That's right, Friday night and Saturday morning. We'll probably be done about 12:30, 1 o'clock on Saturday.
Wow, well, if you haven't planned on it, get planning on attending. I guess you just go to your scout leader and let them know that you're wanting to attend?
Right. The boys, they sign up as units, as troops, rather than as individuals. And so your leaders will want to sign you up. And this is for boys 11 years old, 11-year-old scout patrols, and regular scout troops, 12, 13, 14 years old. If older boys want to come, they'd be welcome. But yeah, their leaders would sign up. We've got some forms here at the scout office. They can pick up a form and register that way. Just register here in the office. Or they can go online, and they go to trappertrails.org, and from there they can find the links to our 100-year celebration and to the fall encampment.
And is this going on across the state?
It is. As a matter of fact, this is a council activity. Our council includes the corner of Idaho with Bear Lake Valley and Franklin County and about a third of Wyoming, and then Utah, Kaysville, north to the Idaho border. And so throughout that, the Trapper Trails Council will be having 6 of these fall encampments in different geographical areas. There'll be one over in Tremont and a few down in the Ogden area and out in Wyoming. But this one will include all the boys from Cache Valley, including Franklin County and the Bear Lake Valley.
Wow, this is such a great thing to participate in. 100-year celebration held at the American West Heritage Center. The date again?
The date is September 17th and 18th. We've got a staff of about 65 people that have been working on this for 6 months now. And so we've got a good program planned.
And this is just one of those programs that you've had throughout this whole year celebration.
That's correct. We've had a series of 8, and we're coming to a close. This is our second to last one. We have one more in October, but this is a big one for all the boys to come as troops and participate.
Boy Scouts of America, and right here with the Trapper Trails. Thanks so much, Reese.